Welcome to this edition of the Fat Archer. What I'm showing you right now is where our place is going to be. And so starting tomorrow, as you can see, we're in May 1st here, and there's still a ton of snow here in the bush. Our area has been melting actually quite quickly in the last few days, so it's not so bad, but what we're doing here, they're coming in tomorrow. The reason I'm taking this video now is kind of the before. There's the outhouse over there and stuff like that, but all these big stumps and all these smaller stumps and stuff here will be removed, and this is all going to be leveled off. I kind of got markers out for where the modular home we're getting put in is going, so this here will all be cleaned up starting tomorrow and leveled off. And back in here is kind of an idea. I put these posts up here where the this end of the modular home is going to be. It's 16 by 68 with 2 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms and stuff like that. So it's all going to be set up here. This will be the 2 doors here, be facing down here, in the windows in the living room will be facing out here. So it looks right down this alleyway here. This tree that's right here, that one's going to be carving done. That was quite a big tree that we had here. I think if you see an early video of me doing stuff here, it was a humongous tree. This tree beside it's going to actually be taken down and be sawn into lumber with the new mill that I purchased the other day. So I got myself a Range Road sawmill, and we're going to be taking some of the trees that we have and we're going to be cutting them into lumber. So a lot of these big poplars with the ribbons on them, you can see the orange ribbon on them, are going to be taken down just because they're too close to the house. So we're going to be taking those down, just clear it back a little ways and stuff like this. All this back here, so our modular home is going to be kind of running in between the outhouse there and that shed. That shed is going to be actually torn down later in the summer. But all the trees that are marked there, they're going to clean out in behind there because the modular home is going to be driven in this way, and we'll need some room to maneuver the truck that brings it in and stuff like that. So this is the north end of the house, and I'm walking towards the south end of the house. So it's kind of neat because back in here, the sun rises in the east here and it goes across, and it sets over in the west, way over here where it's setting tonight. So it's all going to be, we're going to get a lot of sun back here, so this is great. And you know, it's going to be just one of those things where we'll be able to see the sun setting and gradually going down out our window. So it's cool. There's of course the hunting cabin. We're still going to be doing some work on it in the next this year and next year. Probably either painting or putting new siding on it and stuff like that, because we're going to have it for people who come and visit. Again, the shed's going to be torn down. It's in pretty rough shape. We kind of patched it up, and we're using a little bit of storage stuff that can be stored without worrying about weather hurting it too much. So that's going to be done and stuff like that. So, and then I had a couple of boats in here that I pulled out today so that they weren't in the guys' ways. And I put them over there. So we're kind of ready to go and kind of excited. We're hoping that back here, we did some witching the other day for water, and because the well digger is coming tomorrow also, so we figure there's water back in this corner over here, which worked out nice because it's just back in behind the modular home. So it's going to be behind and not out in front in the front yard, which if we can help it. There's kind of a vein of water that runs kind of all over there by those where I have the stakes there, and there's a vein. We hit multiple spots of water there. My brother was witching and he's really good at it, so he got really good strong readings. We went east to west, and then, or sorry, west to east, and then we went from south to north, and we hit water in the same spots every time. So it looks like there's a stream or a vein of water going there. We're hoping we're going to hit it. We're drilling 50 feet and putting a 30-inch crib in So that's going to be kind of, should do us for water. And then of course back here we're also going to do our sewer tank in here. That's going to run out. The sewer tank will be by the house here, and about 200 feet back in the bush there's going to be a pump out. So that's how they do it up here. We have many acres and no neighbors, so we can run a 200-foot pump out, which is kind of cool. One other thing back here, this is all going to be leveled also and cleaned out. We did some leveling with this last year, but we're going to redo it here. This is going to be where my eventual shop is going to be, back in here. And with it being back in here, it'll be behind the house. And we're going to do here, if you can kind of see an opening where that tree is leaning, and there's a broken off tree just a little farther back there. Well, that's going to be the road in. We're going to bring a road in right here. And I think we're going to try and loop it. So we might bring a road, come in around, and then you come in near the house and you loop around to drive in and drive out. So it's just going to give us a little bit better access to it, and we're not going to have to park out in front of the house. We'll park back behind where the shop is and stuff like that. Once we put the shop in and some electricity to it, we'll be able to plug the vehicles in and stuff like that. My shop is basically going to be set up for storing my side-by-side, and then a little workshop and meat shop and stuff like that we do when we hunt for our own. When we hunt for our own food here and stuff like that for our fall and stuff. So it basically, if you can see right down here, you can see the main road where I came in, and it's going to come straight in. You'll come off the corner there, and you'll be able to come right in, loop around. I'm hoping just over here. And the rest of these trees are staying back here. So a lot of these trees that we had, we had it. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, we had it logged out, all the big spruce, because they were falling over and stuff, and it wasn't, it's just something we needed to clean out. So we took advantage of it. It helped us, of course, probably upped our schedule by about a year and a half or 2 years for the money we made off it to move here. So it was very beneficial to do it. We still, as you can see, have lots of trees left, and lots of younger spruce coming up. There is some spruce left in here too that we're going to use for saw logs. So, and there's a bunch of poplar in here that has been sitting for a year or so. So we're going to use that too. From what they had to take some poplar down to get to the spruce, so we're going to use some of those for saw logs also. So we're going to try and take advantage of everything that we got here, and the stuff that we can't use for saw logs, we're going to bring in and gather for firewood. So for when we have campfires and stuff like that, for the cabin, of course, the cabin can be staying in the winter to a certain temperature, and so if we are going to have wood for that and stuff like that, and keep it going as much as we can, and have people staying in it as much as we can and stuff like that. So it's coming along. Tomorrow's a big day, so it'll look quite different tomorrow, and we'll have it all cleared off and ready to rock. So stay tuned. The next month is going to be a lot of things going on. I do have Here we are back, and you can see the next phase is pretty close to being done. They're getting the pad ready for the modular home and stuff like that. So, and then we cleared out back behind here. We're going to do some planting over at this end, stuff like there. We're hoping the well is going to be in here somewhere here. The sewer will be back in here. And the next thing, we have this new road that we come in. So it comes in basically straight in from the grid that's now. Before it used to come in, we go around and we come around over here to the top, to the front, sorry. And then we would park out here. In and out, we're going to have kind of like a little area you can come in. You'll probably be able to turn, make a circle, and go out, and stuff like that. So probably a spot back here for the motorhome to park, stuff like that. So it's coming together. I just spent the day picking roots and stuff that were sitting on top of the ground. Just trying to smooth it out. It doesn't look like I got much done, but I did. There was quite a few. If you look here and then you look back there where I didn't touch. Yeah, back here, still got a lot of stuff. Still got lots to do here. Looking really different here. You can see down there on the other side of my side-by-side. We have a whole bunch of, I don't know, let's see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of logs that we bucked up that was taken out of here. And we've stacked them there. That's going to be for the sawmill that we're going to set up, because the sawmill is going to be set up over there. It's coming along. Hopefully start on setting up the sawmill maybe next weekend. I'm going to try and get it level in there, and then we're going to try and get it started. So, all right, that's the update for now. Stay tuned.